Once again, good evening. This is your friend True Streets. From True Streets, I could have been the pastor. Like I said, all these first ones are going to be rough cuts. I'm just getting the hang of this, trying to get some content up, trying to let you people know who you're dealing with, and let you know what you come to see. Basically, as I said in the other ones, I'm a single parent, and if you look at the episodes before this one, you'll get to know about that little information. Last episode, I was talking more or less about my baby mama and giving apologies before I even start my channel because I know I will offend some people, and technically, I really don't care. The reason I don't care because I don't know you, you don't know me, and if you did know me, you wouldn't think that you wouldn't know. You would have to know the person in me to know the actions behind my words. Now, the actions behind my words go a lot deeper than my words for the simple fact that I try to look at every aspect of all sides of the tables for equalism. It's probably a word I made up, but it sounded good. But anyway, so everything can be basically level. Alright, and I like to be level. I want peace. I want tranquility. I just want relaxation. I just want a free mind. And so when I talk to people and get reactions and things I say, some people don't understand the way the words I say because it's not as much as the words, it's the way I say it or the way I present myself or the way I present the words of the conversation I'm talking about. And it's usually more or less when I talk to people, it's a catch 52. Basically, when I ask you a question, that first question I ask you determines the whole conversation. And if you don't know what that means, it means if you feed me bullshit from the door, it's going to be a bullshit conversation. If you want to enlighten my mind and you want to have a highly intellectual conversation, I prefer it. I welcome it. I encourage it. That's why I say run up the comments because anything that can stimulate my mind is better for my mind. And so part of me. Excuse me. So as I was just saying, fill them comments up. Let me know what y'all want so I can let y'all know what I have to give. And so getting back on the words I said the LGB community, or I might have messed the name up. I really don't care. And I really don't care as far as like, I really don't care about if I messed up the words or something like that every day because it was never an issue back in the day. I mean, I have family members that are in the community. I have friends that are in the community. I have people at my job that are in the community. I don't care. If we're friends, we're friends. If we ain't, we ain't. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. Basically. I don't label people because I don't care. You know, I've been in situations where though, hey, they could be good to have around. You know, sometimes they can't. Because remember, just because they look a certain way, they still who they are underneath. You know, and just because they talk a certain way, they're still who they are underneath. If you're a lady underneath, you're a lady on the outside. If you're a man underneath, you're a man on the outside. Vice versa, whichever way it goes. I don't know how it went. I don't know how they became the way they are. Some people could be born that way. Some people could change that way. I really don't care. That's not my responsibility. It's not my business. It's not my business to judge. It's not my business to ask questions. If I wanted to know, I ask questions. Since I don't want to know and I don't care, I'm not going to ask questions. I will not mess with nobody who doesn't mess with me. You don't step on my door, I stay away from your door. And when I say step on my door, it means come in my door, kick in like you want to be swinging. Don't swing. Let's talk about it. Conversation is always better for the other person. So as I was just saying, I said some comments in the episode before last, and I tried to correct them, quite a bit of that. But I didn't want that one to run over too much since the one before that was 14, and then the one like that was like 45, but it'll be chopped up in basically increments. So, not edited, just broken up. So, basically, I was like talking about the Bible, King James Version per se. And I was talking about the creators and the creators of that book. Meaning that if y'all think that this is all happening before our eyes all of a sudden in the last 20, 20 something years, it's been around before all of us that are here walking the earth right now existed. Meaning the people who wrote the Bible were shaky. Meaning half of history was shaky. Meaning from slavery to slave masters to breaking bucks. Some of y'all don't know what that meaning really means, but if you really want to know, look it up on the internet, or you can just hit me up in the comments and I'll let you know. Or who are real cowboys and who are just cow handlers, or wranglers, should I say. Because a lot of people that you think weren't originally here in this so-called United States were here. And basically, they had positions of power and different things that they did, but every time it's portrayed, just like Jesus and Yahshua is portrayed, these movies portrayed the same way, because it was a hand that was fed for others, not for us. And if you don't know what that means, meaning that you might want to learn a little bit more about your history, about finding about who cowboys really was and how the name cowboy came about. Just listen to what I just said. Cowboy. An association besides a little young man. Who are associated with a boy? What race? What type of people? When you figure that out, look it up, then you'll get the answer. Or like I said, you can just hit the comments and I'll give you the answer. There's a lot of people I've been looking at their YouTube channels, and a couple of them I subscribe to. Some of them have some good stuff to say, like Master Shuri and a couple others, But then even down to them, everybody's trying to get $1 today. Why can't you just do this to make people happy? Or, like I say, I'm doing this for $1 too, don't get me wrong. Listen. But do everybody want to be rich that is doing this? Do everybody want to do this so they can have money to spend beyond their wildest dreams, or to just trips and buy this and that, change the whole demeanor because they got $1? Well, as they say, keeping it 100, keeping it real. If you's a dick when you're broke, you're gonna be a worse dick with money. If you fuck up when you ain't got no money, you're just gonna have a lot of shit to fuck up. If you save a penny, you might grow getting money. But money don't make the person makes their money. If you make money into dependency, then that means you're technically a slave, to the money. So if you want money so you can be like everybody else, then why get the money? Just take a shackle, clamp it around your neck, put a couple around your wrists and your ankles, go run off and say, master, go find a field, go pick some white stuff off of there, and basically enslave yourself. But me, on the other hand, never had billions, millions. I've had a lot of thousands. I've had a lot of hundreds, stacks, shit like that. So, out of every time I've had it, I made it go as far as it could go to where I'm at now. And majority of my funds, and I do it every day, is mainly to take care of my kids. That's why I'm starting this, so I can take care of my kids. And maybe they can take care of their kids if this planet that we're on still exists. Because the way it's going, not falsely speaking, does it look like we're going to be here too much longer? But also, you got to remember, it's real strange how all this has come upon us, should I say, as far as COVID, these hurricanes and earthquakes and typhoons and weird snowstorms and all this crazy stuff that's going on. Technology that we use today was out 50 years, 60, 70 years ago. So which leads me to think, since I think rationally, what we had 50 years ago, as I may be in a baby, but what we had 50 years ago, they had 50 years before that. So which means if we found out 20 years ago, or last year, or the week before, or whatever, that they had instruments that could change the weather, could drop a bomb on a person and just blow them up from miles away without touching anybody around them, to where they can manipulate and make it warmer and colder and change the weather, shoot stuff up, and this happens, that happens. And you all think that it's happening on its own. That's interesting. That's a question we all need to ask ourselves. We've given power to people who shouldn't have power. We've given control to people who can't control themselves or their own lives, so how can they control a whole nation? And the problem is we do this time and time and time and time and over again. Every time we rush out there to vote for some people we don't know, half of them we never even heard about, but we want our side to win. But as soon as your side gets elected, what do your side do for you? I voted twice in my life, and I probably never vote again. No one I ever voted for became a president. If you don't understand what that means, let me explain. My votes don't show evidence that they went towards any election, so why vote? Meaning, if you vote, the electorals still make the final answer. You don't vote for them. Half of us don't even know who they are. Then you gotta say, it's the other group of people who tells them what to do. Then you got a puppet on a string that you call the president that everybody's mad at because he doesn't do what they paid, what should I say, they voted for him to do, or the promises that they heard him say or promise but never deliver. Why don't they ever deliver? It's not their job to deliver. It's their job to become president, smile, say some stuff, walk away. But remember, they don't make the laws. The ones behind the office makes the laws. Then y'all talk about Trump. Everybody loves Trump. Before Trump ran for president, how many of y'all loved him? Biden's been in office a billion years. Took him this long to become president. Why? Why didn't he run when he was younger? He had the chance. He was there so many times. But he become president on his way on his deathbed, going out the door. So once his term is over, you can't fault a man that old. All you're gonna say, he was senile. That's why he pushed the button. No, I don't think Biden would. Trump maybe, but not Biden. But then I voted for Biden too. But like I said, he won. But he won because they let him win. He didn't win because of my vote. I'm pretty sure he ain't win because of none of yours either. The money made him president. The other people on the other side made him president just so they can insert what they want to add to our history slate. More flying colors. And then you say, okay, I have sisters, and now I have a daughter. I have cousins. I have aunts. I had a mother. So everyone should have the right to do what they want with their own body. So who are we to judge what they do with their own body? We're not there when they pass on. You might be in a room with them, but you don't go with them. So you don't know if they went up. You don't know if they went down. And even if you leave here, you might not see them then. Because for one, we don't even look the same. Remember, this is a flesh. It's a shell. It's just like the rubber suits from the movie Cocoon. You should have watched that. If you haven't seen it, go watch Cocoon. It's an old movie. Might tell you something. But basically, this is a shell. And we're energy. And as many people know, energy doesn't dissipate. It can be moved, but it never separates and it never breaks down. It's constant flow. Just like the river flow is a constant flow. Only way something could be broke down if it's obstructed, which all it does is either stops or changes course. But eventually it will change course. It's human nature. It's the way of the world. It's the way things are. Things evolve, like these COVID strands evolve. But remember, things that evolve, they only evolve when shit are put in place for them, whereas though the normal form doesn't progress like it's supposed to. So they adapt, change forms to become better, to become stronger, to pick up more things, just like the Blob used to be back in the day. Another movie to look at, but you gotta look at it at a different way. You see, all they do is suck us up dry. People being found no organs. Why? Who's hungry? Then you talk about unemployment. You talk about this job crisis, whatever. It's neither of none of all the above. And why I say it for this reason. Before COVID, pre-COVID, there was unemployment. But now everything's publicized. Pre-COVID, there were sorry-ass people collecting unemployment. Since COVID, there's still sorry-ass people collecting unemployment. If you don't know what I mean, the same people who work 2-3 months at a job, don't come in for a couple of days, get fired, to go and collect unemployment. Same ones doing it now. Only thing different was they was given more money to stay home with. And now you say, okay, they ain't getting that extra money. They should be coming back to work. Why? You gave them enough money to save up a little bit. See us other people who really needed the funds, it went to bills, child care, medical care, food, toilet paper, things of that nature. Hand sanitizer, bleach, Lysol, spick and span, Mr. Clean, the natural, the Febreze, all the other ones, 409. But anyway, so basically all the antibacterial shit we can find. They put it out there, to scare us all, to make us do what they want us to do. Once again, it's what they always do. And every time we follow suit. This time, only reason that it seems like it's bigger than it is because it's publicized. Every time anything goes on in this world, there's always rebellion. In every family, there's always a black sheep child. there's more than one, it's a black sheep child somewhere in there. Somebody's not the favorite. So every time they do these things and we follow suit, when are we not going to follow suit? And they know what's going to happen. They know. They put a little pressure. They hold out for this. They change this. Then they give you this right here, to make you happy. Then boom, the whole wool that was over top of your eyes dropped down, and now you're in another position with a tag on your toe. And you're in line with a tag on your toe, hooked to a chain in your ass, with somebody else pulling the string, because you're a new puppet they got. Welcome to a lifestyle of what they give you. But when you start thinking outside of the box, then you'll learn that you can only die. That's all they can do to you, is kill you, your flesh. But then the rest goes up, gets rebuilt, tinkered with a little bit at the heavenly shop. Or if you go to hell, ain't no use talking to you no more. You're going to stay there for a while. Until everything comes back and he changes things over, gets things straight, takes up his people, works over the world, gets rid of the sinners, and then the rest will live in bliss. I pray I'm one of the better ones, but if I'm not, it's my fault. Just like a lot of us. Wherever we wind up, it's our fault. We did it to ourselves. We gave other people the permission to do what they wanted with us. So don't cry because of his agenda is not your agenda. Don't cry because he says you're not your president. But everybody that they sent the check to, only reason the ones sent it back because they got caught because they wasn't supposed to have it. But all the other ones who were supposed to get those checks that they sent them to, they kept them, whether it was their president or not. And if it was Obama sent out them checks, you would have did the same thing and said, oh, I'm only taking it because the nigger was president. So, then you shit on him. And in my knowledge, he was the good president. But I only get what they tell me. Ain't that what they've been doing since they've been presidents? So once again, this is True Streets. I could have been a pastor. I did the apologies to folks. If you don't believe it, I really don't care. I said it, and I leave it alone. You can take it for its worth. But like I said, the reasons why I couldn't have been a pastor because I tell the truth a lot more than some others. I guess I'm like Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams. It's a lot of people that's not gonna like me. But and I am a comedian. I love to with people in a nice way. So smile. Oh yeah, something I like to share with all y'all. For everybody that looks on my channel in the future, this was my saying. Take a moment to smile. Step inside the mirror, look in front of the mirror, or however you want to do it. Just smile. And as you're holding that smile, think of these words. Yahweh gave you that smile. Just don't let no man, no being, no job, no stressful situation take that smile away from you. And for the ones that are in my life, don't allow me to take that smile from you. Because if I did, I apologize. Everybody deserves to smile. Everybody deserves happiness. Everybody deserves love. So bask in that smile. And don't let nobody take nothing from you that they don't deserve, that they didn't give you, and they sure enough don't earn. Your father gave you that smile. So keep smiling. Have a blessed day. And once again, I'm great. Look over here as I turn off the camera. This is True Streets. Hit them likes, hit them subscribe buttons, run up them chats. You all have a blessed evening.